Wakizashi's Tea House. Konnichiwa minasan, this is Gray from Wakizashi's Tea House over in Japan. How you doing? Are you Genki? I'm Genki today because I've got a new comic book review for you. This is Saga issue 55, which is back after 3.5 years. Can you believe it? Yeah, they took a 3.5 year creative break. Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples on art, of course. So I'm approaching this review as a kind of newbie. I haven't read Saga much. I've only read the very first collected volume, which is about issue 1 to 6, and I enjoyed it. This is like 2 years ago. So anyway, I wanted to approach this as a newbie reviewing it. Can we understand it? Can you get it if you'd like jump in here? The answer is yes, I think so. Of course, you're going to miss background information, background knowledge, but you can read it and enjoy it as like an issue on its own. So let me show you a little bit of the interior art. It's really good, by Fiona Staples. She's got a nice style. It's very simple, kind of clean lines. There's not much shading in there, but she's really good at facial expressions. She's great at creating the characters along with Brian K. Vaughan. There are some crazy characters, some really cool ideas. Totally out there, quite trippy, even psychedelic at times. There's a famous one here, you can see, where am I pointing? This is Gwendolyn with Lying Cat. Now, even I'd heard of Lying Cat when I wasn't even reading Saga. So the cat that can tell no lies, or can it? That's one example of the interior art. Let me show you another one. Here we've got one of the main characters, or the child, Hazel. Again, beautiful, simple, clean lines. Not much in the background, but a lovely colour style as well. And as far as I know, it's Fiona Staples who does the colouring too. So this issue, as I say, you can jump in and you can enjoy it. It sets up some of the characters, long-lasting characters that have been here for like 54 issues. There's a little bit of spoilers, I guess, if you've never read it before, but as I say, you can do it as a one and done. Enjoy it. See what you think. Give it a try. I enjoyed the writing. I enjoyed the humour. I enjoyed the sexiness, the raciness of it. That kind of surprised me. I'd forgotten about that with the series. Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples don't hold back. So yeah, this is not for children, not for young children. So anyway, let me go on with my story summary. As I say, this came out, when was it? It was Wednesday, January, where are we? 26, is that right? I'm guessing here. January 26 for Image Comics. It's 44 plus pages and it's only $2.99. That's a great deal. So I recommend you go out and buy it and see what you think. If you're a long-time fan, let me know what you think. Okay, let's go on with my story summary. Here we go. The issue opens with a close-up of a young girl wearing a really cool blue top hat. She's being chased, someone's shouting after her, "You've stolen something!" And then we see a man behind her with a baseball bat. He's running after her. I love the angle of this panel here. It's like slightly offset, so it gives a feeling of motion. And if you look at the bottom panel, there's a beggar with a sign saying, "Need money for drugs." It sets the scene well. Okay, let's go panel to panel from here. So she's running and then bang, she runs into somebody. If you look closely, as the hat falls off, you can see something strange on her head. And we're told it's been 3 years since her father was killed, murdered. And then we're told about a war between a moon called Wreath and a planet Landfall. It sounds like a war's been going on for a long time. And she says that this is all that her father left her. So these two horns. "Please, don't shoot me. It's a Moonie and it talks like us." And then the man catches up with her. "This is the one who stole something from me. Check her jacket." "Sir, will you please take a step back?" Here's a look at the full page. Now again from here, I want to go panel to panel to really show off Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples' excellent storytelling skills. The man refuses to step back and smack. There's a great line here, I want to read it. "My father taught me that a major part of staying alive was knowing when to shut the hell up." Okay, then one of the soldiers is pointing a gun at the young girl and his colleague says, "Do you have to point it at her, Sarge? She's like 9. And then we're told that, wait a minute, she just turned 10. And we get a mini info dump here where there's a chance that they can cast a spell. So there's magic in this world, obviously. And then suddenly, from the background, there's a strange sound. Bestoge. Somebody approaches and the soldiers are saying, "Wait a minute, is she speaking blue?" She opens her cape to reveal some kind of crystals. "Light it up!" Boom! So we have terrorism in this universe. It looks like magical terrorism. There's a magical explosion. It takes out the soldiers. The girl looks protected. She's got some kind of shield around her. Oh my god, that's all that's left of the woman. The soldiers are down, but it looks like they're still alive. Sarge, are you... Get the partner! Get the girl! Shit, and she's gone. I've seen her. They chase after her, one's flying through the air on wings. And then we get a lovely page here, revealing that she has wings too. Let me skip ahead a couple of pages to this glorious scene. The woman here is saying, breastfeeding is bullshit. And we're told by the narrator, which is the little girl, this is the little girl's mother. She's trying to sell baby formula. Alright, the show's over. Get lost, pervs. Look at these guys. Are these the police? They've got flames coming out where their hands should be, flames where their heads should be, like a candle above the helmet. I love this design. It's so cool. Get lost, sweetheart. Guys, come on. I'm just trying to take care of my family. And then this strange creature steps out to help. Is there a problem here? Who are you? Take it easy, man. I'm a husband. And then we hear his name. Bombazine. Don't! The police get called out to the suicide bomber, so they decide to leave them both alone. And Alana says, don't ever pretend I'm your wife again. Sorry, boss. And don't call me boss. The young girl, whose name is actually Hazel, flies back home, which is this stunning treehouse spacecraft. And then she goes inside and she asks, how's my brother doing? And on the next page we get to meet her brother, this little boy with a TV for a head. It's a weird, cool design. It looks like he's playing D&D. We're given some background information on Hazel's little brother. Apparently he lost his mother, and she says here that sometimes his presence makes her feel uncomfortable. And then Alana and Bombazine return, and there's a great reaction from the little robot boy. Okay, let me skip ahead again. Now look at this beautiful page. I want to zoom in, so let's go panel by panel. Look at this spacecraft. It looks like a kind of jellyfish. Lovely colours. Approaching a planet or a moon. And then out of the spacecraft we see a pair of boots. It's the Will. Now I've heard about him. He's one of the freelance bounty hunters, I think, isn't he? A bit of a Boba Fett, maybe, but with more balls. And here we have a character called Gwendolyn. And I've even heard of this one. This is a famous lying cat. Great character, great design. The cat can detect a lie, of course. Gwendolyn seems happy to see the Will, or is she? Okay, skipping ahead again, past a rather racy scene, where you go back to Hazel and her stepbrother or brother, the robot boy. She puts on some music and she's dancing with him. It's a lovely scene. She gets a reaction. I love that there you see fireworks going off in his screen. Bombazine and Alana tell the kids they've got to go with them now. Why? What's happening? Because outside there's a pirate ship. And Hazel says, wait a minute, how do you know the pirates? And they get this fantastic image. Just trust me, alright? Okay, I'm going to finish the story summary here and leave the last few pages for you to read. So, what did you think? Saga issue 55, back after 3.5 years. Can you believe it? Yeah, as I say, I really enjoyed it and it's got me psyched to dive back into Saga and try and catch up. There's a lot to catch up on though. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you in a future video. This is Gray from Wakizashi's Tea House signing off. Matane. Wakizashi's Tea House. Please subscribe.